Hello, we have Choon with us,
Hi.
my good friend now, and we are very thankful that she's taken the time to come and share with us about Manna product and also about the probiotic Superflora. So firstly, Choon, can you just share with us about the benefit of these products? Like in terms of like for, let's say, cancer patients, what are the
Manna.
benefits? Yes.
Right. I came across this product sometime in the 1993-94 when I was actually introducing them for my patients who goes through chemotherapy to give it a try, to support them during the therapy, because I am the one that is in the front line that always draw their blood, and we have to look at their blood works or blood count so that we make sure that the blood count is normal or not too low. Otherwise the doctor will call off the treatment because it can be dangerous. So when these people who tried Manna during their treatment, they found that the blood count was able to be maintained at the normal level, and not with one patient but with several. And that's how Manna came about in the 1990s. We actually tested the products on cancer patients before I have the confidence to bring this product into Singapore, and we have been 30 years in the business.
Wow. Okay. So it is like what you say. It is a food for them, right? Dense, nutrient dense food for them to build their immune system, to build their body when they are not well.
Yes.
So basically, should they, for let's say cancer patients, right? Should they be taking this before the treatment, or how do they go about taking these products?
Okay. To explain what Manna is, Manna is not a supplement, it's not a vitamin. Manna in itself is a whole food. It's just like I took this manna from the Bible, when God rained manna for the children of Israel in the wilderness, regardless of age or sex or whatever. Anybody can take manna according to what the body needs. There is never a lethal dosage. Lethal means a dosage that can kill. It means if a person is very sick, they need more, so therefore they take more. If someone who is healthy, they feel that they just need a little bit to boost up their energy, so it's fine. So that's why Manna is food. It's never a supplement. So doctors have no problem allowing the patients to take Manna when they are on medication, or when they are going for surgery, or when they're going for cancer treatment, because it doesn't interfere with the treatment.
I see. Wow. So you can just take it as and when.
Yes.
Okay. So and of course it will be good that they take it before their treatments, right, to build up their immune system.
The principle is very simple. It's like when they need to go for chemotherapy or radiotherapy, the whole treatment is about actually introducing poison into the body to kill the cancer cells. Now, if you go for treatment and you're undernourished, your body cannot take the side effects, because most of them will feel very weak, because when the red cell count drop, they will feel giddy. When the white cell count drop, when they catch an infection, they can end up with pneumonia. So essentially what Manna does is that to prep up the body, to give them all the necessary nutrients that the body can withstand the therapy.
Have you had cancer survivors, patients who opted to just take Manna without chemo, and as a form of, like, in a way, just not going through cancer treatment, but just taking Manna?
Oh yes, I think we had quite a few, but the most prominent one is my own sister, who was diagnosed of ovarian cancer in the year 2002, which is about 22 years already. Alright, she was 50 years old, and now she's 72. So she was operated on, and everything so-called we call THPSO. You can go in Google. It means they remove everything that is the reproductive organs, and fortunately for her was a 0 stage. So the doctors think that it's okay without any treatment, but they did something very damaging. They removed all her inguinal lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are very important organs that help to drain the toxins. So they removed, I think, on her right thigh, all the inguinal lymph nodes. So she has her leg like a size of an elephant because she can't drain off the toxins and the drainage. That was the only thing I felt that the doctor was a bit too drastic. But apart from that, ever since before the operation and during the operation and after, it's 22 years, she's free from cancer. That's all I can say. Alright? I cannot make claims because Manna is food, it's not a drug. We do not conduct any clinical trials which can cost millions of dollars, of which I cannot afford. But we have people living 22 years after diagnosis of cancer. And another lady with 3rd stage colon cancer, she was 68 when she was diagnosed, and today she's 86 years old.
Oh wow.
So we are looking at how many years old? 18.
Wow.
18 years. Is it good enough if you can extend another 18 years?
Wow, okay.
Yes. No, this one was very clear. She was given 4 options. Alright? After the operation, 1 is no treatment, 2 is chemo, 3 is radio, 4 is radio and chemo. So she was asked to choose one. So she chose the first one, no treatment. So she took Manna and Superflora because she has colon cancer. So Superflora is very, very vital for the gut health. And today she's still alive. She's going to celebrate her 86th birthday in October.
Wow. And also, it is very good for wound healing.
Yes.
Okay, you want to share a bit more?
Why is it good for wound healing? Is because basically our body is all about our cells. If your cells are healthy, you are healthy. If your cells are not healthy, therefore you are not healthy. And most of the time when people go for operation, they never think of that they need to prep the body with enough nutrition so that when the surgeon cuts through, it's not one layer, it's many layers through the fat and there are some very gross pictures of which I will show you. You're seeing how the wound heals. It's all about cells. When your cells are nourished, the body can regenerate and able to grow new cells, new tissue so that the wound will heal. But a lot of times, the people don't prepare themselves for the surgery, and after surgery it's even worse. How to eat when you're in pain? You're lying down, your gut is not moving, you are suffering from all the side effects. How to eat to recover? So the good thing about Manna is that it is in liquid form. The person did not need to digest the food. Essentially, the food is directly absorbed in the mouth, alright? Because that's where all you have your blood vessels. We call the subcutaneous, tissue. Just by holding it in the mouth, it's directly absorbed into the bloodstream and to the cells. That's why it's so effective.
So you should actually take Manna, as in let's say 15 ml, you leave it underneath the tongue, is it?
Essentially, the best way is hold it in the mouth, and within a matter of minutes, it's all straight into the bloodstream. And the fastest is it actually reaches the brain first. That's why in the US it's labeled as brain food. For focus, for mental clarity.
I see. So no need to hold it under the tongue, just in the mouth.
Yeah. But those people who have ulcers, right? Like my mom, she had duodenal ulcer for the longest time. Alright, my mom was a smoker. She smoked from 17 until she passed on at 94.
Wow.
She had duodenal ulcer. So I gave my mom as a maintenance because I just made sure she drinks food, Manna every day.
Wow.
Without realizing, actually for the longest time, she was 70 and for 24 years, her duodenal ulcer never came back.
Wow. Okay.
We actually forgot about her duodenal ulcer until recently when my mom, in the year 2020, she went home to be with the Lord. I was sharing with my sister. I said, hey, do you realize that Mama, for the last 24 years, we never hear of her having duodenal ulcer? Then my sister said, yes, I used to run to the clinic when Mom had an attack because duodenal ulcer is very, very painful. And then she was just healed and we don't even know about it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
What about the Superflora, the probiotics?
Okay. Actually, I knew about this Superflora way before I come across Manna. Because as a medical technologist, we know about bacteria. Not all bacteria are bad. There are certain bacteria our body needs to guard against the pathogens. Pathogens are bacteria that cause disease. All right, that's why it calls Superflora. Flora means it's good, friendly bacteria. But most of the people, I dare to say maybe more than 90%, in their gut, they have more pathogens than there are friendly flora. And that is the first gateway for disease to enter our body. So to me, if you don't have a healthy gut, you're opening your door wide for anything to enter our body. That's why you get leaky gut, IBS, bloating, constipation. All this is because of the gut flora. So if you're healthy and you don't have any problem, the basic that you should maintain is your gut. When your gut is healthy, the rest are easy to fix.
Wow. Okay, thank you for all the info. That's really good.
Maybe a little bit more about the Superflora is that now 30 years ago, doctors will say, oh no, bacteria, cannot introduce bacteria.
Yes.
Then I realized, oh my goodness, they are so ignorant of the preventive health. But of late, suddenly the whole market is inundated with these probiotics, that probiotics, and how many billions. So I said, you see, it's everything like that. If anything that's good, everybody jumps on the bandwagon and everybody claims they are the best. But I have tested this product for 30 years. I will not take any other probiotics except this because the Swiss are very precise. They are well known for precision. So they manufacture nothing, they grow nothing but only this strain of friendly flora in the gut. And tested and tried for 30 years and it has never failed. Like in terms of when people get food poisoning, travelers' diarrhea, you name it, cholera, salmonella, all these we have tested on and it works without having to go to the hospital. In fact, the most recent one, I think I shared with you about this lady. She go and order some delivery, those sushi, we have some raw food. So they had food poisoning and one or two nights admission in Mount Elizabeth. After the discharge, the bill is 13,000.
Wow. Okay.
I said, 13,000. It's a lot of money. But if you take so-called good flora every day, you actually, it's a first line of defense. Yes, you do get maybe diarrhea or whatever if you happen to eat something that's contaminated. But your body prevent it from entering into the bloodstream. But the minute it enters your bloodstream, that's where all hell breaks loose. You get poisoning and then organ failure. It's very simple. You just start with the gut. Right? So I really, really believe that everybody should every day minimum take 2 because the food that we eat are so processed. Instead of encouraging the good flora to grow, it actually kills the flora in our gut.
I see.
Yes.
So the dosage for Superflora is 2 in the morning on empty stomach?
Okay. Superflora is something that is good for health. But if a person is like going through chemo, we won't take it before chemo because during chemo, chemo kills everything, right? It kills the flora, so you're wasting it. We only take it after the chemo, so to replenish. But for normal healthy people, whether you take it first thing in the morning or before you go to bed,
it's fine.
And during times of where people get food poisoning, you can take as much as 4 every hour.
Okay.
Usually by 8 hours, the whole thing stops because you're using this flora to clear your body. And if they have diarrhea, actually it's good. When you have food poisoning, it's good to have diarrhea because you're actually purging out the toxin.
Oh,
But
okay.
when a person vomits throughout, then I'm worried because it's gone into the stomach already.
Oh.
So it's churning and causing, and that type, they can die. Yeah, people
okay.
yeah. So we don't stop the diarrhea so far.
Yes.
The only way is to hydrate so that you don't get into dehydration. But the Superflora actually is, fighting against the pathogens and purging it out.
So let's say the person have the chemo treatment on that day. So they can take the Superflora the next day. Is that what or
The night.
the night when you go back and rest?
Yes. Or
they can
after
start
the chemo, 2-3 hours.
2-3 hours after chemotherapy, you can take 4 take 4
Yes,
caps.
yes.
Then
For
for
chemo
Manna,
patients, they really need high dosage.
then what about Manna? Manna will be for chemo.
Manna is like, if they go for chemo, they need to eat breakfast, so they will also take as part of the breakfast.
Okay, like part of yeah. The recommended will be minimum at least
Minimum.
1 bottle a day.
Minimum.
Right? Okay. Of course, the
If
more
they
the
take
better.
1 bottle, I would suggest that half a bottle before
Yes.
they go for the treatment.
Half a bottle
Then
before
after
treatment.
the treatment, another half bottle.
Okay, after treatment, another half bottle. Okay, that's very good. Is there anything else you want to share with us?
Because there's so much that, but I think for now it's good enough.
I think
It's
what
good
you shared, you
enough.
have given us some testimonies.
If
That's
the
really
person
good.
always asks, will they interfere with the chemo or their whatever treatment? I will always ask them, is there anything that the doctor say that you cannot eat? You say no. I must eat well. I must eat beef. I say yeah. Manna is food.
Yes, yes.
So therefore, if any food you can eat will not interfere with the chemo, why should Manna interfere? Because Manna is food.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, wow. I think that is what we needed. All the information.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you, Choon. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.